Okay, we have battery, we have some sort of lighting, and here in front of us we have this section of the Sansui 9090 dB that we're going to use, and that is the Dolby noise reduction section that came with the unit. What we're going to do is use it to record and play something, a song that I have in Dolby using this system. First thing we're going to do is, if you watched my other video on this unit, I kind of explained the buttons very quickly. What we're going to be using is right in here. We have a, first of all, this button up here. This is going to switch the meter from power to Dolby level. So we'll be using that. And over here, we're going to be using this knob to record and play. And over here, we have a recording level and a play calibration. And that's what we're going to use. So let's bring it back a little. And the first thing we're going to do, you probably seen the other video that I have on this Kenwood 1060. And we're going to do is we're going to power things up. And the first thing we're going to do is take a brand new cassette and get it ready for recording. And very quickly, if you notice on that tape, the way I adjusted the bias, I'm going to do the same thing very quickly. Dolby must be off, cassette must be on tape. We have normal. Let's record nothing here, and I want you to hear the beep there. On tape. There we go. And let me adjust the slide. That's pretty good right there. And we'll leave it at that. We'll stop it, rewind this, and we'll record again. Make sure the tape is on the other side. And here we go. Let's pause that for a minute. We'll bring in a source in a second, and we don't want Dolby in this. I am going to use the Sansui to encode and decode the Dolby on this song of mine. So we're ready for recording. Let's put this line back on. And for the newcomers about the Dolby, the best way to explain that, if I can have a minute here, if I can just maybe bring you up here. Newcomers, what happens with Dolby very quickly I have a sound, a song. If I don't do anything to the treble or bass, it's going to be pretty much flat like this. Yeah. What happens is that when you start looking for the wave that you want to listen to, a little more bass, come up here a little bit, a little mid-range, over here, and some treble, then all of a sudden your wave, the way you listen to things, is something, say like this, on the positive side like that. This is the left channel, the right channel's on the other side, just to try to explain about the Dolby. So what happens is, Mr. Dolby has already a pattern that we don't know what it is, because that is things that we can't, that's patent, he's not going to tell us, but it's somewhere around here. Let's say my wave is, this is the way I like to listen to things. So when you record on Dolby, what is happening is that you're recording the opposite of that wave, the mirror image of that wave. So now you're recording on the minus side of that wave. You're recording this, like this. The reason for that, he's a genius, is that he's bringing the noise down, the hiss, which is around here, he's bringing it way down, and this is what we record. So you are encoding that signal, and when you play it, then it goes back up again. But by then, all the hiss and all the noise was down there. Ingenious invention, and that's what happens with Dolby. Did I forget anything about that? Anyway, let me bring you back over here. The easiest way, of course, will be to use the Dolby. He does that for you. When you record, he's bringing a signal down, that wave, and then when you play, he's bringing it back up for you. That's what's happening. So we're going to do that manually. That's exactly what we're going to do. And I'll come down here. Don't want to run out of battery. And show you what I do. So, first of all, let's put this into a signal. We're going to record tape 1. We're going to record in 1. Let's get this signal in. Let's bring this down a little bit. What I try to do here, up on top, I don't know if you can see that, I try to bring the needles to about 0. Let me do that first of all. One is higher than the other. Bring them close together. We're adjusting the gain. Here's what we're doing. That signal, that negative, it's what's actually going to be recorded onto the cassette. So I'm adjusting the level going into the cassette, but I want to control it with the Sansui. So far I have it controlled here, but I don't want it to override. So what I'll do now is I'll take that out, and now I need to play my source, and we'll adjust the volume again, or the gain, with the Sansui. See if I get this out. Turn on for a minute. It's not coming on. I hope I have battery. It looks like it's working. I hope. I have a digital thing here. And let's play. Let me see if there's that song here. That's not the song. Okay. This is the song right here. We're going to hear it. There it is. I'll break this down. Put this. There goes the needles. And what I'm going to do is control the gain with the Sansui. First I get the needles together. And now I control, I'm going to be hitting the recording level. I'm going to be using this knob here to control the gain up on the deck, so you can see the needles up there. I'll control it. What I'll do is I can hear a little bit of sound, and I can bring this up a little bit. I want to hit the little Dolby signal. That's pretty high. That's a little bit too high. I want to just hit that Dolby. And this side is a little, could use a little more. A little too high. I'm adjusting the level with the Sansui is what I'm doing. You know, this may be a bad song for this, but if you notice, I can bring the gain right up. Let's bring that down. In the right channel, I can bring it up. I'm having problems with that channel. There we go. Sometimes it's a little tough to adjust. I'll do my best here. Okay, now I can bring it up. That's a little too high. I could leave it right there. And I don't want to. And we can stop that song. Okay. Let me do this. Let me do this. And we are ready to record. We are ready to record that song. After adjusting it, we're going to start recording. We are off for Dolby. And we down here, we already recorded, we're ready, set that up, here we go. Okay, I had a little trouble there adjusting things because I got the camera in front of me, but it's recording. It's a normal tape. I don't have the Dolby on. I'm on source, the line, and I adjusted the input, but not all the way. What's really adjusting the input is the Sansui down here at the bottom, is what I'm really doing the control. I want to make sure that it's open, but I want to actually control the gain down at the bottom with the recording level button down here. After it's done, what we're going to do is Very simple. We're just going to switch it to play. We're going to calibrate that signal. We're going to bring it back up again, and we're going to do is hit the button so it will switch the meters so we can adjust that Dolby. And we're going to try to make these needles stay right in the middle of these meters where the Dolby is at, and by using the play calibration. And you'll see that in a second. Okay, and what we're going to do is stop this and rewind it. Beauty. I want to do is I want to make a note here, and we put down Sansui, and we put down Dolby. This one I won't forget. That tape is recorded with, well, encoded, I should say. It's encoded and it's in the negative, like I explained before. It's on the negative wave. Now what we're going to do is bring it back up again. We're going to decode this signal coming out of there, and very simple to do that is to we're going to play it, and I am going to play it. I am going to press the button, so what shows over here is the Dolby for me to calibrate with the play button, and that's all I'm going to do. If you watch meters while I'm playing, I'm going to try to bring these needles right in the middle. So let's play this. Oh, tape. And that's exactly what you try to do. Try to bring the needles right to the middle to find the other side of that negative recording that you just made. And if I was to hit the button here, we'll go into power meter, which is no power right now. You can see it going up and down. But this one here is to calibrate the Dolby. And maybe this was a bad tape for a song But it's pretty much there in the middle. That's what you're trying to do, to keep it right in the middle, and then you're all done. You don't have to watch it anymore. You can just play your song. And that is in Dolby. Let's listen to it for a little bit. Goes the volume, but here goes the Dolby. If I press the button, there goes the needles, and pretty much they're right in the middle. That's what you're trying to do. Now you're playing the Dolby cassette. And you newcomers, you guys know that if you record in Dolby, you must play in Dolby, because if you don't, what you're going to hear is the negative recording of that song, and it's gonna sound very like tinned. It's gonna too high. It's got a weird sound, so you must play it back in Dolby. What we'll do here is actually, let me bring guys back a little bit. If you watched that video that I made, let me stop this. That I made recording Dolby with the Dolby of the Kenwood unit, which I have over here. This one has been recorded in Dolby, same song. I have Kenwood here. I use the Dolby on this unit, but I'm going to decode that not with this filter of the Dolby. I'm going to do is decode that with this unit, and what we'll do is we'll play it, and we do the same thing. It's in play. We're going to calibrate it. And we're listening, we have decoded that tape up there. So let's play that one. Let's hear this, the music. Let's put the power, no. Let's leave that meter there. Now calibrate it. See, if I was to bring that down, it will bring, you notice it's not high enough. I need to bring it up. All the way up, all the way up, even more. I want to reach the middle of that red thing right there, right there. That's beautiful right there. Maybe a little bit too high. There you go. There you go. I am decoding this tape that's been encoded with Dolby, with the cassette. I'm doing the decoding on the Sansui with my Dolby little apparatus that I have in the unit. Let's listen to the music. So what really happened was I encoded that signal with this Dolby here on the negative, and I decoded it. I brought it back up again with this Dolby on the unit by adjusting the calibration. And that's how you work this little Dolby section on the Sansui 9090 DB. go. I hope you newcomers learn something, and even the Sansui owners know how to use this now. If you ever want to use the Dolby on the unit, it's very simple. There's a calibration and there's a level, a recording level. I hope this goes down to the files of YouTube for the world to see. And thank you for your patience. I had a little trouble today, but hopefully it all made sense. Let's listen to the end of this song.